Good evening, this is Nerfed, a human, and welcome back to our Rebels campaign here in Rome Total War. And of course, it's not looking too good right now, is it? No. Our positive start by taking Ariminum has quickly been diminished. The sheer number of armies that the AI seems to have is causing us a fair few problems, and we weren't able to pounce on Arretium in time. Now, some of our other decent forces have popped up in not so useful places, such as this little Greek force outside Messana. If that had appeared maybe over in Italy, it could have been a little bit more useful, but alas, not. The Senate have declared war on us, meaning that our Massilia forces have not managed to do anything either, and to be honest, I don't really know where this campaign can go from here. It's amazing how much the balance has been shifted. I say amazing, we've given 30 settlements away to the other factions, and with that, most factions have gained 1 or 2 cities, and thus have gained somewhere between like 4 to 8 units. With that, they have more economy and can pump out troops more quickly. And every turn I wait for spawns, they get stronger. So, okay, we've got Susa. Susa's under control. We'll be able to take that in a moment, but aside from that, we could have a lot of problems, yes. So I'm just going to say, do you want to grab a couple of those guys, actually? Yeah, we don't really have an awful lot in that force. I'm going to say, send a couple of the archers over there, that'll be fine. We've actually got more reinforcements, because this part of the world is absolutely mad. We've got all the reinforcements you could ever ask for, so I'm going to send them in that direction. That'll be fine. But otherwise, it's not looking too hot. Helios over here is holding on. This is probably about to be attacked. It's got 3 rams. Did manage to get some reinforcements down here, but it's going to be a couple turns till they can reinforce. And look, there's another full stack army over there, and Alexandria has a half stack too. Excellent stuff. And in the meantime, while I am starting to get some ships, they just cost me a fortune. We're minus 24,000. So. What is our plan? Well, I'm slightly worried about the minus 24,000, if I'm honest, because that's going to cause us more issues very quickly. So, I have one thing particular in mind. Now, one of the main ways we do well on the Rebels campaign, of course, is to kill off a faction. That's normally when the faction turns into a really powerful one, where you can start to get generals out. You've got enough cities where you're making a little bit of money. You can continue to pump out more, and that is a bit of a steamroller effect. But we are... yes, these guys did well last time. What an Antiochus. But yes, this is where we're struggling. We either wait long enough whereby a faction maybe gets killed and we gain some generals from it, or the other possibility is that we keep on sniping odd things as they come up, and what we can't do is pump out as many spies and assassins as we can and use that army to pave our way to victory. The only problem is, minus 24,000, I feel like the time for that may have already passed. But there aren't really many markets, or any markets at the start of the game to get those units anyway, so in some respects, there's not a lot I could have done for that either. So we're just going to keep plugging away. But I do want to bear in mind, I want to try and gather some money. So if I can't hold on to a settlement, I will burn everything down. And if I can't find use for a unit, I probably need to disband them. So these guys, for example, not necessarily helping me very much right now. What I could do is send them over towards Vickers Gothi. That will take quite a while, and to be honest, I don't know that they have the shelf life for that. So we're going to send them over in that direction, head through the swamp from Diplomat Swamp, and see if you can find something useful to do. These guys are going to go up north and take care of this. I know I said we might go and hold the bridge, but honestly, Antiochus, I see glory in you yet. Speaking of glory, there will be no glory here because he has been sunk immediately. And I did see a Brutii Eiffel stack still moving towards us over there in Italy. Are they going to clear off the Gauls for us? I think we might have that one under control. Anyway, we do need to deal with this one first and foremost. No general, 4 Nubian spearmen, 3 rams. We can do a bit of damage with the bowmen, but this could be one for the Plaza. Let's see. In we go to battle then, and I'm going to send the general straight out of the gate and just see if he can do anything useful. He's actually got no missiles, but he could always cause a little bit of chaos. They've got some skirmishes. I think our best plan actually is to get some side shots in with our archers if at all possible. Now, medieval 2 can do a lot to disrupt the rams, but there are a few too many, I think, for that. Anytime you want to start moving a bit quicker, that would be absolutely spectacular. And, okay, yeah, the large unit scale is once again, or the huge unit scale is once again, causing nonsense before we've achieved anything. Okay, well, we're going to get a little bit of damage on these guys. These are 159, so let's just see if we can, yeah, try and get some more damage on them, because I quite like just to see if we could whittle someone down a bit, because the easier we can break people. Oh yeah, that's actually doing a nice bit of damage, isn't it? Okay, that's not too shabby. Yeah, let's weaken up 1 or 2 units. You want to get potential breaks here, and can we, tell you what, Mr. Archers, you get yourselves back over there. General's into position now. Okay, General, get yourself around here. Let's see if you can do a bit of disrupting. You could do without causing too much chaos. Oh, with skirmish mode, I think, is activating in a really bad position. I'm going to say just hit. Don't want to waste it on the peasants. Shoot down those guys, but you do need to bear in mind. Yes, okay. Unfortunately, this guy is actually going to do a decent job of stopping me from intercepting that guy. Now, come on. Don't be stupid, sir. Don't be stupid. He's on to 30%. This could go terribly wrong, but I'm just going to try and interfere, okay? Hopefully, all will be fine. So, yeah. Anytime the gate is... The gate's in trouble, sir. You're supposed to ram them. No? They're about to... Right, that guy, stop him. Can we just move forward? I'm going to blow the horn of destiny as we move forward. Come on, it's about to be... Oh, for Pete's sake, sir. And we've broken them? Oh, my days, that's ridiculous. I kind of love it, but... Okay. Okay. You guys just go and deal with them. The chariots have apparently melted their entire force immediately. So that is spectacular news. We're supposed to be shooting him. That gate's gone down. That could be a problem, potentially. I'm just going to say go over to fire. Keep yourself on skirmish. You want to fire with them. I need my chariots to keep these guys routing. Unfortunately, they're going to escape a little bit, but the longer we can rout them, the better. Are they just running in? They are, but that's fine. We're going to send the general over this way. Yeah. That don't move. Okay, do move. Do move. I'm just going to send everyone forward, actually. Everyone just start running. Yeah, I think we're fine here, guys. I think we're actually fine. Send you to just rearrange yourself. That'll be fine. That was my general charging into phalanx, which could have been terrible, but they weren't ready. So that's all absolutely fine. It's all going to be fine. Don't shoot flaming missiles at my general, you tit. But, in general, this is going surprisingly well. At this stage, we're in a bit of a weird position, if I'm honest. We're basically going to shoot these guys from point-blank range and just hope that it magically works. Yeah, get yourselves actually into a position where you can shoot. The ram's sort of still blocking the way. It's a little bit weird. The general's over here. You're supposed to be shooting them. Okay, they seem very perplexed by this whole situation. So I'm just going to say peasants. Can you just try and do that job, but let the javelins do theirs? Mr. General really does need to move at some point this week. That would be magnificent. I think they're routing again. They are routing. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully this is... I think this is under control. But is this general going to cocking move? Move! What is wrong with this battle? He's actually not moving at all. I need to move fast here, because this is completely broken, and I don't understand why. Can you go anywhere? Oh, Shiza Manelli. I think we're going to have to act very fast here to save our general, because he's getting melted by these guys, and he's not reacting at all. Save us, peasants! Actually, this is not the peasants, this is the bowmen. Bowmen, come save us, please! The slow-moving line of death is coming to kill us all, and we don't know how to walk. General still. Anytime. Oh, he moved a little bit. He moved a little bit. Down he goes. That's their general. Oh, we don't need this, sir. We don't need this. I don't need to be losing any men in this battle, to be honest, guys. I think we should be, like, completely having this under control. But, yes, we're now trying to walk through the ram, which is in the way. Okay, I'm just going to reset some of this. But I think we should, at this point, be kind of fine. I think so. Well, here's the update. Our units are scattered around like complete madmen, particularly because the ram is causing a bit of chaos at the gate. I'm just going to get myself a little momentum. Oh, yeah, I'm not surprised, guys. Having reloaded the game, we are just now being under siege from a second Egyptian force, but that one should be even easier to deal with. What a weird battle that was. I mean, it's not surprising that the game broke considering some of the weird things that were going on, but hey-ho, we've got Susa to deal with as well, and there's actually an army in here. That's interesting. Okay, well, we're going to have to shoot them down. I think we'll be fine, but yes, this one could be slightly painful in terms of losses. Well, immediately they're getting some horse archers out onto the field, and I'm going to try and make sure that we are shooting them ASAP here with as many missiles as possible. We do have a big missile advantage. General is going to come in. Eastern infantry are going to stop. Horse archers are going to stop. I was just trying to cause a bit of chaos. Actually want a proper fight here, guys. Don't actually want a proper fight. The ram should be grabbed. Ignore that. I have actually cleared off that unit of horse archers, by the way, so I'm not a complete idiot, but I'm a slight idiot, yes. Archers, shoot the general. General McGee needs to go down as soon as possible. Not picking up the ram again, Thomas. Lovely stuff. And a big volley of arrows. There's a few javelins coming in from the general. That's not too much of a concern for me. But, yeah, this guy needs to go down, doesn't he? We're sending the ram over to the wall as ever. We do like that tactic, just to give us an option. Keeps them thinking as well. I'm going to say, while we are getting some missiles in, I'm going to start telling the Eastern infantry to start pushing into him as well. Oh, yeah. This is nice. Let's see if the Eastern infantry can take him out. Send the horses in to help. But, yeah, we might need that help because the arrows are doing some work, but they're doing a lot of work against us too. Can you just try and take up these guys? Yeah, there we go. He's now fleeing. Perfect. Down goes Kingy McGee. And with that, think we should be okay. Sheer firepower has worked. I'm glad we sent the extra archers here. And at this point, can we just chase people in? No, we can't. Brilliant. It turns out that there is another unit of horse archers trying to flank us, and that's going to cause a few problems, but not enough. Okay, we're fine. Horse archers at the gateway. Eastern infantry, hopefully they can clear them out. You like to think so. There we are. There's the victory. We'll happily take that. A few losses, but considering it's 3 units of missiles, including the general, that's pretty darn nice. And because this end turn is only us being brutally slapped in the face, we have yet another battle to do. But this time, I think we'll be okay. They are indeed entering the city. We didn't do anything to stop them, but we are going to blow the horn of destiny and plough into the skirmishes at the front. That is an immediate route, and while the Arsenal Spear Warband around, yeah, we'll just pull ourselves out of that nice and quickly to hopefully set us up for some very nice battles here. We just want to make sure we've got them panicking early doors, so that's a decent little start. Some interesting tactics by the Germans here. They're really splitting up and trying to get a good position in on us. I'm going to send these guys who've just war cried over to attack these guys. They're facing the wrong way right now, so why not? I'm going to mostly fight on the plaza, but I would like to use my hill to my advantage because... Oh, don't turn around too soon, sir. There we go. You should be charging, guys. Really, some point today would be great. Get the general back behind the line if at all possible. They're now not fighting with their spears, so that potentially is going to work out. We are eager. That is nice to see. So their cavalry is coming around. Let's just go and make sure that we're in position over here. That's very nice indeed. Okay, these guys are slightly downhill. They're slightly wonky right now. We might pull these guys back if we need to. The only thing is these guys are about to cut off their escape. And that means they're going to be far less happy about this very soon. In which case, do I want to send these guys around? I potentially do. Let's grab my 2 naked fanatics. So it's supposed to be the little flank forces, but it looks like they're already sending people around there. So we just need to bear that in mind. They haven't quite got their pikes ready yet. They're still sideways facing, so that is something we need to bear in mind. But we are wavering. Let's just... I'm going to send the general over here. Don't want to get him trapped. I'm just going to say blow the horn and keep them sort of encouraged. These guys should be running, by the way. I'm not very good at pressing that button sometimes, as you may have just seen. They, though, are facing this way. I'm going to tell the second unit, actually, to deal with these cavalry, potentially. So, yeah, you guys, you're in position. You've walk ride. You charge down the hill at them. These guys are considering what to do with my general. No, don't run through our men. No, 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 no. Yes, run to the back. That'll be lovely. Right, you into that general as well. I think that's probably the better choice. Down goes their leader. Perfect. And hopefully that will melt them. I've got the Horn of Destiny back, so I'm going to say we charge... Oh, just at the wrong second, sir. Oh, we know we've broken them anyway, so at the very least, I was going to say they're not going to die. They're about to run through all of these. They're about to run through all of these. Just, they're shaking. Hopefully we can save 1 or 2. That's really annoying timings, lads. You've just... I was almost so proud. Almost proud of them. Okay, you see what you can do. Can you do anything against these spear war band? Come on, you should be breaking them. They've already lost all of their army. No, it's just our guys fleeing, sadly. Let's get our lads over here. General can't do any more to save them. Unfortunately, we've now lost that unit because they are cowards and they fled at the wrong time. Unfortunately, many of their units have regrouped at this point, but it's fine. We're going to blow the horn of destiny. We're going to hit these guys in the rear. They are now broken as well. That means that we can now just kind of get everyone properly on the plaza. They're not going to be able to hold any longer. So, yeah, we'll just have to do what we can now to finish them off here. We've lost a few men. It's not ideal, but we're going to hold on to the city for a little bit longer. And with Denmark as well, or at least doing some damage to them. So the Germans, at the very least, they're not making too much progress. Time for a war cry, lads. Cry. And they'll be crying with the swords in their eyes. Indeed, they are crying. Send the general after them, that's fine. There is 1 unit of infantry down there. I'm just going to say at this point, lads, just charge down. Let's just get on top of them. Let's finish this thing, because I don't think they're going to last all that long. There we go, there's the victory. See what we can do to catch them at the gate, Mr. General. You head over there, intercept them, and we shouldn't be seeing any more of these guys. Well, we did lose a fair few men, mainly that 1 unit that got itself murdered, but that was pretty darn good, sir. The great city of Bagabuxsha, then under our control. We will, of course, be renaming the cities after any great generals. We will probably lose quite a few of these as time goes on, so we might as well remember the better times. And it might be quite soon when it ends, because there is a Parthian army that's decided to give up the siege of Silesia, which it was totally going to get, I think, and decided to come back and attack us instead. Even though there's many more of us, we can't quite get these guys in time, unfortunately, but we did manage to take on some Parthian reinforcements in the meantime. So at the very least, we did something useful. But okay, these guys can win a siege, potentially. Good amount of archers, but we'll have to see. Oh, look, some more reinforcements. Very nice. Horse archers! Okay, so we've got arses over here, haven't we? Okay, nothing too much. I don't know that it's sensible necessarily to attack him straight away, but we'll go stand on that mountain and we'll wander around and try and reinforce if we can manage it. Now, as for Italy, we do have these reinforcements, don't we? Very nice. You guys get onto the boat. Now, as for this boat here, what do I actually want to do with it? Because the thing is, this British army is hanging around, and if I try and reinforce, it's almost certainly just going to attack us. I feel like we need to get these guys back in the town once we... Ooh, rebels. More rebels. Yeah, rebel friends. Okay. They can find us, though, potentially, which I don't want. What do we want to do with these guys? Now, actually, what about Tarentum? Tarentum might be fun. Now, if they've got a full stack, they've only got 2 settlements, by the way. They've only got these two. They've got nothing new in this rebel version of the game, or this non-rebel version. So that must be all of their forces, you've got to think. You never know, really. But, okay, this force is going to be in danger if we land it here. We could try and reinforce in time. But maybe we should send this boat over in this direction. Maybe these guys can either come and help here, or they can come swing to Tarentum, whichever's going to be the more sensible plan. So I'm going to say, get yourself to the edge of that region for the time being, out of the way of the Scipione. And yeah, one more step will be fine. But we'll get you. Is that okay? He can't quite... Well, he might just get to you, but he should be at a moving point at that stage. So we'll leave him there. I might move him later, but we'll leave him there, and this gives us a bit of flexibility. These guys will win the siege against the Gauls if they actually do come in to attack, but that might give us a bit of an option. Brutii might be the better choice. Actually, them coming up north, trying to queue up to take this back. Oh yeah, that could work very well indeed. Yes, Alapius over here managed to take that city. We've got Castlevania over here. And actually do have a random force that's popped up in Spain. We're just going to besiege Oscar. We've got a couple of random sieges going on this turn. A couple turn from Nepte and a couple turn from Halicarnassus. But on the whole, it's probably a quiet turn overall. Oh yes, we do some reinforcements. These ones from over here have finally made it around over to Helios. We've got the general in already. But for the time being, yeah, we'll just hope that they're not sending this whole stack to me. Maybe they're going to go deal with the Seleucids with any luck. And predictably, Bagabuxsha is under attack, and so are the horse archers. We're on the defensive though. Oh, it's just some mercenaries. But we can shoot these guys down and hopefully take out this general too. This should be pretty nice. As you might expect, this has been a quite simple massacre, but oh, they're actually going to turn around. They're doing the old Parthian trick. Lovely. I thought they were actually trying to flee the battle for a moment, but nope. Turns out they're just being a little bit clever. So I don't really mind about you guys. Yeah, actually, they're just going for a full charge at this point. Very nice indeed. You guys just run out of there. That'll be magnificent. You just start to close the trap. Don't need to worry about those guys. And there is the odd javelin hit on us potentially here because they actually have done a tiny bit of damage. But with them surrounded at this point, I would say we just turn around and we finish these guys off hand to hand because, to be honest, yeah, he's going to be gone, dead, and gone. So we'll just make sure he's mopped up. We lost a few more than we probably needed to here, just because their missiles seem to have done the job. But Arses, yep, is thoroughly defeated. And over in Germania, Rudolf is being taken out, and it might be him being taken out here. We actually got a fair few of those warband back. That's interesting. Okay. So, yes, Gundahard of Regina is coming in. Nothing too spectacular, but we have mostly peasants, so we'll see. Into battle we go then. We have no walls and we have no charge either, apparently. Okay, well done, lads. Let's just pull back a moment. We were going to have a massive charge into the Screeching Women, but apparently we're not. So let's get ourselves into a better formation. And let's start charging in. Do we actually want to do this properly? I guess so. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. Hopefully we're going to do some good job chopping them down. I don't really want the support unit in this battle, if at all possible. So we'll just pull him back out and he can have another go before the spearmen get into this properly. They are indeed going to turn around, which means they're not in a proper position. We'll blow the horn of destiny because why ever not, sir? Best for you not to die when charging the borders. So apparently we didn't do a very good charge there, but we did manage to take them out, so that's good. Let's clear them off the field, sir, without dying to the pikes. That would be ideal, without dying to the pikes. Okay, some of them seem to have figured out that running through the spears potentially might keep them alive, so indeed. But it's a good start anyway. Back into the city, and I can see some of the spear warband approaching over in the distance. We are a little bit winded from our jog, but hopefully we'll be able to deal with these guys without too many problems. They are sending Spiky McGee in here, so I'm just going to say let's go and get these guys over there just to do a bit of a flanking manoeuvre. I would like you guys to charge down this hill, so we'll just try and get our timing right here. Thank you very much. Yep, nice little charge down the hill. Hopefully with a Horn of Destiny we won't get ourselves killed accidentally. but we can try and whittle these guys down a little bit. They're eager, unfortunately. Let's get the general back into it. Are you getting yourself... No, for Pete's sake, they couldn't possibly follow orders and get themselves into position, could they? Get yourselves over there, lads. It's not your job to deal with them. Your job was hit them in the side. Oh, for Pete's sake. You know what? Just get yourself back over here. It's supposed to be the peasant's job to deal with them, not yours. You're supposed to be the almost half-decent unit, but there's a reason you're already half dead, isn't there? It's because you're a bunch of fools. Right, let's get Mr. General back into the formation, because at the moment you've just been charged by the cavalry because you're not in formation either, because I'm too busy giving these guys stupid orders. Stop ignoring what I tell you and get back onto the plaza and use your sodding war cry. Okay, we're just going to go into full nonsense mode at this point. We were trying to get a surround on these guys. Apparently we've not managed it. So anyway, we're just going to let the peasants do their job, which is to keep them distracted, blow the horn of destiny, sir, and do a little bit of a poke on the side of these guys. They really shouldn't last that long. They're not currently actually even in proper formation, so with any luck we can be chopping them down from the rear, because there's the pikes. Let's just keep an eye on that, General. You need to not get caught by those. Okay, there's just one lad over there with one single pike. Oh no, there's two! That could be dangerous. Could be, especially the General just stands there right in the middle of them, sir. Really not helpful, and I'm turning to run, and again the game refuses to do what I tell the generals to actually do. Get yourself over there. We're going to get ourselves around the side, sir, and you're going to give us a nice charge into the back of those mercenaries. We're just going to see what we can do, quite frankly, because yeah, we need to do the best we can. I can see the generals coming round to chase us actually, which isn't particularly ideal, but if we can just plough onto this plaza, that's probably for the best. You get over here, blow the horn of destiny, just make sure everyone is still fighting. Shaken. We just need to break some of them now. Unfortunately, we've got a small plaza, so we're just going to do the best we can. Is the general getting himself killed? Steady. General's not quite doing enough, is he? Come on, Rudolph. Put yourself out for one more charge. But they're only shaken and not quite beaten yet, and they are unfortunately defeating us here. It's not quite enough that we can do. We've been helping out the Germans pretty well in this campaign, but not well enough. Apparently they're eager. You'd like to think they weren't so eager as that, but they are just chopping through us at this stage. I'm going to say push in, sir, push in. Yeah, how's the War of 46? We just can't deal with that heavy cav. Can't deal with him at all. Mr. Rudolph, it's time for you to throw your life down. On the edge of the plaza he falls. And with that, the city will be theirs. Unfortunately, there's only so much damage we can do. But, yeah, pile of peasants can only do so much. Oh, it is a horrible, horrible time to live in Alypius. We are under siege still. The Gauls now up to 3 rams, but they are not coming in just yet. They do like sometimes to get as many as they possibly can, so they might wait another turn yet, but we are getting weaker by the moment and we've got no more units lined up, so we're going to need this to turn in our favour pretty soon actually. As for this force though, I've got everyone on the boat, and I think we're just going to go and plonk them over here, because you might well notice Tarentum looks quite quiet. A few new boats turned up down here in Greece. We sunk a little Greek fleet, which is nice, but more to the point, it looks like Tarentum might be quiet. I don't know how much is in Croton. Maybe it's worth sending the second boat over in that direction, actually. But more importantly, Titus Brutus is over here, and I have a feeling we might have already sunken their starting fleet if they had anything. So, yes, I think he might be stuck there at least for the time being. And I'm pretty certain they're at war with the Greeks, so he's clearly failed to take this so far. It's looking fairly well defended, actually. So we might just be able to pull them up. And actually, if they've got their force stuck up here, yeah, okay, he can move in that direction, unfortunately. But it's going to take him potentially a little bit too long, so it depends what Croton has. But we might just have a chance over there. As for this part of the world, by the way, we have ourselves, yes, Captain Antiochus over here after his glorious victory, heading in this direction. Now, we've been gathering some forces up in this part of the world. A few more over here, actually. Going, we're just desperately hoping, by the way, to get some Amazonian chariots, because this doesn't start as rebel this time. So this region, you generally can get them spawning. So if I cause some problems up here, yeah, I think we might just get lucky and get some Amazonians. We're going to need those. So yeah, send them into Thrace. We're going to try and grab this army to come down south and help. So we've already got this unit here. I've been kind of wandering in this direction, these new guys, but there's even more new guys over here. And yeah, I'm just going to say, let's just keep moving. If we can get all of these together, we might have the start of something, especially with these guys in Thrace as well. So that's looking okay, actually. It's looking all right. We're just going to blockade the strait here and keep an eye on all that nonsense. And we are one turn away from victory in that part of the world. Over in Greece, this is not Greece, Thomas. It's Greek Egypt anyway, but it's not actually, because it's now Rebel Egypt. We do have this under control. Reinforcements have arrived, the Rebel General, etc. So the question is, do we want to push it? Now, actually, we do have a force over here, and that is moving towards Siwa. And this little force does have one chariot in it. It's not great, but currently there's not much here. We might just have a chance to poke it. So we'll see what that does. We'll get some scouting out and just see if that means we can try and pounce. There are a couple opportunities around. We've got a couple of cities to sack this and turn. So who knows? There's always hope with the rebels. There's always hope. Halicarnassus falls to us with no real arguments. Fine, we will exterminate it just to get any money we can. And oh, looks like the Prutii have left. That's potentially a concern, but we should beat them in the race at the very least of Tarentum. Anyway, first of all, it is the Gauls coming on in. It is Belenus coming in. He is in the pink and untouched by fear, which is unfortunate. However, we will be able to take him out, I think. So, warbands coming in, they're pretty basic. So, we'll hopefully javelin them, we'll hopefully poke them. Oh, we'll hopefully be fine. This town isn't particularly well designed. We have one tower here and one all the way over there, so I suspect we will kill one, if that at all. So, well done, sirs, well done. We haven't done a very good job of building the town. We're going to let them come on in. There's no point of trying to blockade this section. What we're going to try to do instead is blockade this section here, which I think hopefully would be better than just trying to desperately hold out on the plaza. The plaza probably would work, but hey-ho, we're going to do it this way because it's slightly more interesting. So we'll just let them smash down the walls, and we'll see if they want to come and walk into the spiky wall of death. Well, at least one unit wants to come and die. That's excellent. I can see a few coming around the side, so I have to go deal with those in time. Yeah, they're getting themselves caught. I don't think they're going to be too happy about all of this lovely stuff. Yeah, just keep throwing in your javelins, guys. That'll be absolutely lovely. So stay where you are, keep yourselves on guard mode, and chuck in some javelins. Same with you. Please make sure you're continuing to murder them. So that will be lovely. These guys are going to rout. Yes, indeed they are. You guys just hold off for a moment, and we'll throw into the next unit as they arrive. Excellent stuff. So yes, they're going to run through their friends. That's hopefully going to put them in a bit of a bad mood. I know I would probably be as well. So we'll let them do their job. There are some coming around this beautiful, beautiful side garden here. Oh, that's the general. That's a bit of a shame because, yeah, he's the one who could cause us a lot of trouble. All right, they are going to send someone through that way. So I'm just going to say this guy, come around here right now. It's fine. We're going to make sure you come to help us over in this direction instead. Yes. So you can come and block up that little position. They are going to send people through this way. You need to keep your javelins back, guys. And hopefully these guys are just going to walk into them. Yeah, you're going to throw into this set of units as they arrive. That'll be perfect. So I'm going to tell Mr. General, no, you're fine where you are. You, sir, get yourself into that position. That will be marvellous. You need to be ready to throw as well. They're in position. Okay, so this time they're going to get a little bit distracted. They're throwing some javelins into there. These guys just need to hold. That's by and large what they're doing. You need to probably focus your attention on these guys right here. In come the javelins. Absolutely perfect. They're double broken. That's great news. Okay. So yeah, we are routing them pretty brutally over there. Get the phalanx into formation here, lads. A little bit quicker because the general is actually on his way now. And you've got to do this by yourself. I'm going to go and tell my general to come over here, actually. That is for the best. Are you going to phalanx? Please phalanx. There we go. Just about in time, lads. Bloody hell. Okay, you're getting yourself into position as well. We are slowly doing the job over there. Not as quickly as I'd like. Okay, and tell you what, you guys try and push through. See what damage you can do. At this point, they're not breaking through that. Why are you going, General? Why would you do this? He's going to get himself killed now. The absolute melon. Okay, you guys, get yourself into phalanx, please. That's literally the point. You, throwing your javelin. Oh, for Pete's sake. Right, well, we've done a great job in general, but just not this bit over here. Okay, right. So at this point, we've done a good starting job, and we're going to need you to start flanking, because you haven't done a very good job of actually piling through. Down goes Steve, because our general's a numpty and didn't actually listen to his instructions. So yeah, at this point, we've got the carrion bird being fed. Lovely. Now, in general, we've got... Yeah, can we just push a route here, guys? Do you reckon that you can cause a mass route? You might be able to. Steady. No, we just routed ourselves. Absolutely fantastic, lads. You were totally winning that. Fine. You guys finish up the general. He's pretty close to defeat. And as long as these guys hold, when there's your hoplites, holding with routing friends, laughable. But you are not going anywhere. The only problem is these guys who are going to potentially have a big wobble, which is fair enough because their rear is currently open. So General is going down. That's magnificent news. And I'm going to say, once we've got him dead, once we've got him, anyone want to kill him? Anyone? Anyone going to kill him? He's right there. No? Apparently not. Okay, all of you, get on that. And we can just go and finish these guys off because we need to clear them out. They're actually one over here. Well done, lads. Well done. Turn yourselves around and start closing the trap on them. That's good news. Okay, we're just going to get some lads to start piling in to see if the numbers helps. Just a little bit over here. Maybe we'll just keep one of you back. I think the general's completely annihilated himself against the general. Okay, looks like we've just about done the job here. The rout is coming. The general's still fleeing. I'd rather he was dead, but maybe he's a problem for the Romans. There's victory and glory. Mop up as many as you can, lads. Mop up as many as you can. I'm so sad we don't have any cavalry here, but we can at least do a decent job with these units. They are chopping them down quite well, actually. All right, we're probably the fresher ones and potentially a little bit lighter and quicker too. Very nice indeed. All right, they're mostly dead. General sadly does get away because that tower is not really useful for anything. But this is an absolute massacre, so I'll happily take that. To follow it up then, we need to head over to Nepte where they're sallying forth, and I annoyingly gave them a half-decent little force here, so hopefully we can still take them out. First plan then is just to charge straight into these javelin and just hope that we can clear them out early doors, and I suspect we'll probably do a pretty good job of that. Like to think so anyway. Iberian infantry are actually going to be useful for the first and only time in all of history, which is absolutely lovely. Get our infantry right on top of these Numidian cav. They haven't really had a chance to throw their javelins yet. They will obviously do it from their horseback, but if they are engaged too much in hand-to-hand, they'll be a little bit too distracted. So hopefully we can just overwhelm them. There we are. The javelin men continue to flee. The cav, are they fighting? I think they're still fighting. It does look like someone's fleeing. It's still just the javelin men in there. I think it's going to be a fair bit of damage, but honestly, we can just keep pushing and get around the side. I think we'll be able to whittle them down, but you never know morale-wise if you're going to do it. Can we just watch some Iberian infantry actually achieve something for once? Well done, guys. You're not completely useless today, he says. They haven't won yet. The round shield will hopefully do the job. Nice little early game charge cav, the round shields. They're okay. Long shield would be very nice once we can get those. Numidian towns do give us that. There we are. Iberian infantry doing something for once. They get to cheer. A never seen clip in Total War. Iberian infantry cheering. Very nice. Where's our victory, by the way? As the timer runs down, then they seem to decide just to keep their last unit in the city, and we are quite happy to let them starve themselves to death. And with that, victory is ours. With Aegicorus under our control, then we're immediately going to abandon it. Oh, some more units. Very nice indeed. Okay, a couple of Numidian cavs. You can come join us. Why ever not? So yes, you might as well just send these guys up in this direction towards Cirta and try and take that out if we can. Indeed, there's a few little opportunities coming together here. We have a random German town, a random force that's left this one a bit vulnerable. We can head into there as well. Thrace now under siege, Campus Getae. This one's going to take a turn just to get us prepared, but the reinforcements, yeah, they're on their way as well. So there are opportunities, but it's all a little bit random. Okay, some more rebels over here. Oh, not too bad. Horse archers, rebel general, some archers. What's in here? 2 units. Not sure we need to worry. We're too close to the Persian situation, I think, to worry about Armenia right now. Let's get these guys down south. And do you want to? No, don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about that. But we've got reinforcements in position over here to deal with these guys too. But they brought along 2 of their cataphracts and their faction leaders. So we might well still get massacred there. But we'll see what we can do with that. Now, the most important thing, of course, is over here where we have ourselves, well, firstly, we don't get a moment's rest. The Julii want their town back, damn it, and that's a bit of a shame. I don't know that there's much we can do this time. We lost a few too many. Well, we didn't lose that much, but we lost enough whereby we are going to struggle. I'm just going to send this boat over here. Yes, there are a few more men just arriving. We'll see if we can drag them anywhere. But yes, very noticeable that... Actually, we can't actually see that. There he is. There's Titus Brutus. Okay, he's still over there. But, yes, can't even notice Croton looking quite quiet, isn't it? And Tarentum. Okay, there's a couple lads outside, but that's not a lot. That's not a lot at all, you know. Okay. In that case, we can pull them out. We might be able to do it this turn. And actually, to be fair, with the Brutii army having headed down south, we might need to do this fairly quickly, actually. So let's have a little look. We've got Vibius Brutus, who could be very painful indeed. Yes, he could. However, Captain Augustus here, just some dogs. Okay, we can shoot the handlers down before they reach us. That's okay. Vibius Brutus, on the other hand, we should be able to beat him, but we just don't want him to get a big chunky charge. Right, let it in. Let's take him down. Oh my days, this is amazing. There's a lake in the way as they enter. Please just drown. Please drown. It looks like they're going to walk around it. Come on, drown, damn it. Oh, that could have been absolutely magnificent. However, it's still quite good. It's still quite good because it does mean that they're having to be pushed around a little bit. It might just split them up. It's probably not a good idea for me to rush on in here, but can't help but thinking... There's a chance of this being helpful to me here if we can just have them split up a bit. Fortunately, there is a hill here. They're going to be working their way towards it. So maybe we should just rush over to these dogs. Oh, we shouldn't be running at all. We really shouldn't be running, but we should go and grab this hill. So I'm going to say we're going to go move over here. And hopefully, at the very least, it keeps those guys way out of it. Okay. This is not too bad. Keep moving, keep shuffling. They want to give up this position. Yeah, I want to go grab this hill, if at all possible. Okay, archers. Shoot those dogs wherever possible. The rest of you, yeah, what are we doing? Just get ourselves into position. Just stop for the moment. We're just going to shoot down as many dogs as we can. And hopefully that will be okay. I think we've got time here, yeah, because they're all over the place. Fine. Shoot down these guys as much as possible. And hopefully, yeah, just get the Hastati in at this stage. Get the Hastati in. Don't want anyone else to be dealing with these guys. We have enough armour on us to be okay. They've given up. Hardly surprising. And the missiles, that's fine. Everyone else, in fact, all units at this point, just get yourself... I think they routed before they released the dogs, actually. Oh, that's kind of funny, but kind of terrible because we're now going to have to take them on in the town. But I suppose that's just the way it goes. Peasants, chase after them. If we can take them out, that would be lovely. But I don't actually want them to come back in. I think they're probably just going to flee the arena. So we have to take them on the town anyway. But to be honest, without Cav, I don't think we were ever going to manage it anyhow. So we've got ourselves a nice hill. There's a rock, but it's not quite at the peak, so it's not necessarily ideal. So let's just move ourselves around here and get ourselves in a nice position. They are not quite all together because of that whole situation. They haven't... They fled the battle. They've left the battle. Okay. Very nice indeed. So, archers, archers, archers. We just want to get a tiny bit further down this hill, don't we? Just a tiny bit further. Now, these guys are just standing here. That's okay. No one drowned, unfortunately, which is a shame. I could have answered my questions from my shorts video. But hey, it is what it is. We'll see what we can do from over here. We should be in range. Yeah, we're in range. Start shooting on the general. Do what you can, lads. Get all of our javelins back on. Thank you very much. Let's just bear in mind this Equite could be kind of annoying. You know what, Mr. Equite? Let's ignore the general for a moment. Let's move over to these Equite instead because they can be annoying if they charge. Let's just try and clear them out. They're a nice squishy target, aren't they? Oh yeah, squishy indeed. They're just trying to run around the back of us and they're getting themselves absolutely slaughtered. That's fine. Send the peasants after them just to finish them off. That'll be hilarious. Okay, peasants doing their job. They've routed those cavalry. That's hilarious. And you, sir, they're all now running forward. That's fine by me. Okay, so we'll try and get a few hits in on this general, but we probably just need to bring the... Yeah, bring the archers back at this point. Bring the archers back. We've got the hill here. Just a little bit of hill. That should be very nice for us indeed. So it'll just give us a little advantage. Those units are finally moving, but they're going to be late to the party, so hopefully they won't make too much difference. Peasants, just trying to clear off these guys, not quite managed it. You, stop wasting your javelins, thank you very much. You should be dealing with these guys and nothing else. Right, silly missiles ahoy. Send some arrows in at the general, thank you very much. And if those cavalry are gone, they are just about gone now. Perfect. Throw in the javelins. Thank you very much. Peasants, get yourself into position. These guys should be decimated before they even arrive. And by decimated, I mean completely obliterated. Okay, all of you, throw your javelins at maybe someone better, like the general. Yeah, the general, please. That would be much, much better. Right, we've thrown in like all of our javelins straight away, which I guess is just the way it goes. You guys, get your war cry on just so that you're ready for this. And I'm going to say, just start charging down the hill at them a little bit. I said, these guys, please get over there. You get charging in, you get charging in. And this general's getting knackered, to be honest with you. I'm just going to send down lads forward. Missiles... Yeah, keep shooting at the general. Let's try and make sure he is dead in this battle. Get the peasants down to this flank to try and just make sure we mop up people when they flee, because they are about to flee. I can see it coming. Get the Velite over here as well. Velite, get yourselves down the hill, just charging on in. General is indeed fleeing. He is fleeing now. That is good news, but we do have him largely blocked off. Archers, you should be shooting at him. You should be shooting at him. How is he going to escape? I don't know. He can't really escape unless he goes the whole way around. I do need to be careful, mind you. We haven't actually won this completely yet. So let's just make sure the general's escape is covered by here. And you guys cover it over here as well. Well, at this point, the general is running off in a completely wrong direction. I mean, that's where we came from. Presumably he's running back up north to like Rome or something. I don't know. He's going to end up back in their cocking city though, of course. But oh well, we've at least cleared them out. The lake didn't do anything magical, unfortunately, but we've done a pretty good job of clearing them here. A good use of the terrain. I'm glad we charged forward at the start. It was definitely for the best. And yeah, with that last guy just being run down, that should be a pretty darn magnificent victory. With that then, back into the city they go. Down to 6 Vibius Brutus. Kind of irritating he managed to get away. But it is what it is. We'll have to put this under siege. And yes, okay. Now, annoyingly, if I actually... Did I have movement points there? I guess we couldn't move because the area zone of control, right? In theory, we could have actually put both under siege. That would have been hilarious. Okay, no more reinforcements that can reach anyway. So that's kind of... Ooh. Hi, friends. Well, this is interesting. Now, to be honest, they're probably in big trouble. Syracuse is not going to be takeable with those guys, but if I could... Yeah, I do have some spare boats, don't I? If I could get my boats around next turn, I could potentially get them across. Yeah, no one's in a better position. That will have to do, Mr. Booty, but yeah, potentially we can at least swing some extra units there just to help. Or the Greeks and the Scipio, I will just kill them on the end turn. Who knows, Who knows? You know what? Before we finish up, let's swing into Siwa, because we do this random force. And Helios, by the way, can't help but notice, we should just be trying to do something at this point. We can actually make it to the town. That is interesting. That is very interesting, actually. Oh, I've got to make up my mind on that. We can make it to... We could get there. But I just don't know. I mean, currently it says there's nothing. Let's just have a little peek with the cavalry. Is there anything around? I don't see it, you know. I don't see anyone else. Wellity, wellity, wellity. I think we should just go in here. I'm going to say we'll just leave one peasant behind just so they can't walk him. But, yep, I say we just go and do it. We just got to give it a go. Actually, yeah, get the ladders. Now, we can get the rest in anyway, so we probably do have enough points to go and do stuff. But let's just grab 2 ladders, a tower. Okay, that's going to be next turn. Can we do it with 2 ladders and a tower? Potentially, yes. We're probably better off with just more ladders and just working around them. I'm just going to say get all the ladders. Alexandria does have units, so it could, in theory, send stuff in. But anyway, let's finish off today, having set that up, with the Battle of Siwa, which... does look kind of bad here, but we've got 2 archers, so we'll just be able to shoot down the general. They're chariots, they're pretty simple. Let's hit him. It's a bit of a weird one here. They've got some awkward streets, and the chariots are getting lost in them in ways where our units can't really seem to just aim for the lads who are right in front of them. A couple of them are, but they're not doing a great job because a lot of them are stuck in this little side street here. But a lot of them are also stuck on the plaza too, by the way, so they're just all together in a bit of an odd position. So we are taking a few little light taps here as they get themselves prepared. There we go. That's probably for the best. Let's just move those bowmen back a moment and just let them choose their direction. Okay, they're going to come over here. They're going to come over here. We'll just get our javelin into position, to be honest. That's probably for the best. So yeah, you just make sure they're getting shot. You just get yourselves onto tight formation. And bring yourself over there. We'll just run into these guys nice and quick. They should be getting slaughtered. Yeah, slingers just all together in a stupid position. So yeah, city streets not particularly ideal for using all of these units here. As everyone can see, someone missed really badly and shot one of our friends. They just walked in and slapped us around the head with their sling. Oh, that's magnificent. Okay, we probably hit a couple of our own guys there, but it's not the worst effort in the world. Okay, good. Let's just make sure our archers are once again just dealing with these guys. Javelins. Yeah, you just press forward. Javelins just press forward. That's okay. Our bowmen have managed to get themselves stuck on the general, like literally on top of him, which is kind of stupid. They're now routing. Absolutely marvellous, lads. So we're going to lose quite a few of our men here that we really didn't need to. These guys are still trying to chase the chariots around that way, because I did tell them to get on top of the chariots. But they're doing it all wrong. So, do you want to like throw your javelins in? Yes, they do. This guy's right here. Anytime. Is only one of you going to throw it at this lad? No, you're going to aim over there. I mean, it'd be okay, but you're probably just taking out the bowmen in general. Alright. Not too shabby, but just get yourself over here. This is all a very big mess. It's because, again, these towns and this unit scale are not really friends, no. Nonetheless, the skirmishers are actually doing a useful job for once. He says just before they rout. No, they routed. Very nice indeed. So yes, that's a little bit better. See if you can just pile on top of those guys at this exact moment. Maybe you'll just manage to get us a complete break. And there we are. End the battle. Claim a magnificent victory. And amusingly, I think it was actually Ramesses who took the settlement there, so we'll exterminate the small amount that there are. Lovely, and we'll rename this Ramesses. Excellent. Okay. So we'll just turn up the tax rate. Very nice. What could we train here? Just more javelins. So I'm expecting them to come and brutally murder us, but hey ho, it is what it is. Anything? There's a couple units. All right. Well, they now have the decision to make anyway. Do they want to come over here? Do they want to go over there? I don't know what they want to do. We can sack a couple of these guys, though. Might be getting ahead of myself. We at least then might be starting to gather a little bit more money. Yes, you were having a little peruse, weren't you? But Sardis looks fairly well guarded, so maybe hang back in your town. We did manage to waltz in there. Pergamon under siege. I think the Greeks are having a little bit of trouble. They're a bit split up, aren't they? They've got a lot of extra colonies on this as well. We're going to send these boats, though, to come help, because I'm considering maybe we want to bring these guys down to help with Egypt, because if there's an opportunity here, we want to be in a good position to pounce. Let's see if we can grab any extra reinforcements that are appearing. However, next time, we have a few things to do. We've got Oscar here, just a random town under siege. We've got a Batavidorum over here. Obviously, these names will be changing very, very soon indeed. This little random town's under siege. But most importantly of all, Tarentum. Now, if I'm right, they will be able to get here not this turn, maybe the next turn. Croton might just be safe to grab. And if we can take these two in time, I've got the waters covered just about. I don't know where the boats are, if they have any left. Yeah, we might be able to take out the Brutii. And if we do, oh yeah, Titus will be ours as well. That could be interesting. Then we can try and get some revenge. We're struggling to make too much of a foothold here. But, we've got the foothold in Italy once again. I can't get over that joke. Okay, we could be taking care of the Brutii and maybe making a dent against the Egyptians, in spite of the fact that we're barely doing anything against anyone else. There is, though, a little bit of a defence over here to take care of. Some random extra forces might just be able to pull together here too. This is what it's about, damn it. Now, the other thing I'll just say before we finish is that I have noticed Macedonia are struggling. Yeah, they have lost by Lazora over here. I can see Dacia have got Illyria. They've still got Dalmatia over there. And I'm not sure about Thessalonica. I can't see that territory. But they're not doing great from what I can see. So, you know, maybe we still got the chance of a faction dying here or there. Maybe one that isn't us being killed. Because we're starting to see a lot of these factions really push on. Maybe the Greeks are in trouble. It depends. I can't see all these towns right now. So it might be that Macedonia are doing well in this part of the world. It might be that Greece are taking it all out. We could actually go and nab Cyprus just to help that kind of thing along. Or the classic roads. Oh yes, I do love taking roads. Well, we will see. We shall see what opportunities come for us next time. But for now, I think we've made some progress. It might be progress, who knows. For now, we'll leave you alone. This is Nerds to Human, and this has been our Rebels Zero City Start. Thank you, and tally ho.
Shoot the flames of death into their eyes.
Oh no, we're gonna die!
Coward, 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 coward.
Stop, sir! You're supposed to die!
Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away!
Our ballistas can actually shoot our own gates.
Okay, let's get on with this battle. Run away.